Hi everyone, I'm David Rodriguez. Welcome to Leaning Left. Did you watch the Republican debate last week? Either way, you've probably heard a bunch of people weigh in on who actually won the debate. That's a pretty important question, I suppose, and I'll certainly answer that. But why just focus on that? There are a lot of possible victories in a debate like this, and those victories should have rewards. So here's our very first Republican debate award show. Let's not waste any time, let's just do this. The award for most bloodthirsty goes to Ron DeSantis for saying he wants to send troops to our border to make sure any cartel people end up stone cold dead. Hey Ron, how's that gonna work? How will you differentiate cartel members from people just trying to give their family a better life? Will you shoot first and fail to ask questions later? Or will you detain everyone and see if they're in a cartel and then deny them their rights by executing them on the spot? What a psycho. The award for biggest self-own goes to Tim Scott for pointing out that under Biden, 200 people on our national security watch list have been caught. They've caught them, Tim. We caught them. Under Biden. The award for being able to use video of the debate as an application to sell used cars goes to Vivek Ramaswamy. Everything out of this guy's mouth is either a snotty jab at his opponents or sounds like an overly pushy sales tactic, as he tries to talk like the audience are his buddies or something. But that's just silly. Surely Republicans won't go for someone who takes shots at his opponents, tries to act like he's just like them even though he's filthy rich, and is just a businessman with no political experience. Surely they wouldn't. The award for most WTF question goes to Martha McCallum for asking Chris Christie if he would disclose any information he had about UFOs to the American people. Look, I realize there's been more fairly serious talk about this lately, and I fully admit I have no idea if there are actual alien craft flying around out there. But is this actually an important issue for the average American right now with so much else going on? Credit to Christie for having some fun with it, but what a waste of time. The biggest BS claim of the night, and this was hard to narrow down because the entire show is BS claims, was brought up by both the host and the candidates as if it were a real thing. The winner is saying the Democrats want to allow abortions up to the point of birth. Jesus. Are people stupid enough to think that any sane person wants someone who is 8.5 months pregnant to be able to just walk in and get an abortion on a whim? Late-term abortions are incredibly rare and almost always happen when it's necessary to save the life of the mother or if the fetus can't survive out of the womb. So hell yes, we want that to be legal so women don't have to die and babies don't have to suffer until they do as well. No one's sane is suggesting that fetuses that can conceivably live outside the womb should be able to be aborted. If you think Democrats want that, you've bought into some incredibly stupid propaganda. The award for putting it on the line goes to Nikki Haley. I had her pegged as just another Trump wannabe, but she actually had the guts to say things that don't go along with the usual mega crowd, like that it's lying to say that any president is going to get a nationwide abortion ban, and that a win for Russia is a win for China. She probably cost herself any chance of winning the Republican nomination because those things are facts, and Republican voters hate those. Don't get me wrong, I know she's awful, but good on her for being honest about those issues. On the other end of the courage spectrum, we have the PAB award, or pussy-ass bitch, as Chrissy Teigen put it. Now, how can anyone win this in a debate? I mean, the only way to really win that award would to be not showing up and instead doing an interview with pre-approved questions where no one would challenge you. That's right. The PAB award goes to Donald Trump for not showing up and being interviewed by Tucker Carlson instead. What an absolute spineless coward. It's honestly pathetic, especially from someone who tries so hard to act like he's tough. So finally, who won the debate? Well, I actually have to split this one up because there are two ways to judge this. So first, who won over Republicans the most? That would be Vivek Ramaswamy. Every time he said something, the people cheered. Not shockingly, they loved his snark and slick grifter talk. They've really gotten a taste for that in the last several years, so it's not too surprising. Now, as for who actually won in a traditional sense, the people that might actually have some sense, I really thought I was going to end up saying Chris Christie, and I almost did, but I have to give it to Nikki Haley. Again, this is in no way an endorsement of her because everyone on that stage was awful in their own way, but she dared to deviate from the party/Fox News line and stood her ground on some issues. She hadn't done much to do it before, but on this night, she actually differentiated herself from the rest. I wish it was going to be her losing to Joe Biden in 2024 instead of Donald Trump. But what do you think? Do you agree on these awards? Do you have some of your own you'd like to hand out? I'd love to hear about them. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit like and subscribe and click the bell icon so you can know about the next time I put out a video. Until next time, stay woke, stay vigilant, keep fighting, and remember, if you keep leaning left, you'll always be right.